Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug you. Long boys blues, 1975.
Okay, so welcome to the standard voiceover I do for the shaky cam footage for copyright purposes, but this is, I was going to say Merchant's Key, we're not allowed to call it Merchant's Key anymore, are we? Because the PC police got their hands on it. Cabbot Circus, that's right. Overly pretentious, look at it. Overly pretentious, overly priced, and there's like a game there that's got fuck all in it. Highlight of the galleries, by the way, was that, because there is nothing in the galleries anymore. Apart from this, look, you can buy mini jars of Marmite. It's so cute. Expensive, mind. It's £1. Now, this was probably the highlight. CX. There's a reason I don't like going into CX, which we'll get to. Well, I'll do it now, a mini rant during this. Some of their prices are good, some of their prices are absolutely ridiculous. And there is no denying that they do have a lot of good stock. Plus loads of electrical stuff, but I'm not interested in that. But loads of 360 games, loads of Wii games, loads of PlayStation 2 games, and GameCube games. Not massive, but more than I've seen in a while. And Wii U games there. But look how much they want for Xenoblade on the Wii when we get to the Wii section. But the thing that annoys me about CX and why I haven't been there in absolutely years is, come on people, you've got to get a better system. You cannot get in and out of CX. Even if there's no queues, and I've said this before, in like under, I don't know, 25 minutes, and that's not browsing for a particularly long time. It's just basically everything on their shelves. They just have an A section, then a B section, then a C section, and that's it. No finer drilling down details. So you're there for fucking hours. And then she looks at one of my discs and says, "Oh, do you want me to clean this for you?" If you know that the disc is shit, which you clearly did, need to make sure I know where my receipt is there, yeah, then why didn't you do that before you racked it away? It was ridiculous. Put it this way, right? Going into Burger King and doing what I normally, like I said, absolutely fantastic selection of Wii games, but going into Burger King and asking for a burger without pickles, so you know that they're going to cook you one from scratch, yeah? With a bloke in front of you as well who ordered first, to have them provide that full meal cooked from scratch for you quicker than it took them to find me 3 games in CX is, like, I don't know, if that's not damnation of how, and it was like this years ago, which is why I stopped going there initially, but that's not, damnation of how crap their system is for cataloguing games in, I don't know what is. But then, like, if you're watching this here, in their defence, they do have a good selection of games. But I certainly have no interest in going there again. Maybe it's just my CX. I don't know. Maybe, like, everyone else's CX is absolutely fantastic, and I just unfortunately have the anomaly of the one in Broadmead being crap. But wait for this, I couldn't believe this. Sting-horrifically bad was the parking.
Jesus fucking Christ, £8 for 2 hours.
Yeah, like really. And now I understand, well, you'll see me say it once I get into the elevator, but now I understand why these things all smell of piss. Slowest elevator ever. Hey YouTube, Long Ways Post 1975. Pickups in the wild. I sold some stuff off and got some cash together, and I thought, right, I'm not really going to be able to go anywhere particularly far for the next 3 weeks or so, because I'll be pet sitting entirely by myself, so that kind of limits the places where I can go, the time I can be away. Obviously I have to work, which is a no-brainer, but that's at night, so hopefully the dog will be as nocturnal as those who sleep at night. That really got away from me, never mind. So I thought, right, I'm going to go somewhere different for a change, or somewhere a little bit further out of my way. Now, you can tell from where I went in the shaky cam at the start of this, I went to Cabbot Circus. As you could see, there was a little bit of a rant going on in that, but mainly to cover up copyright. It was supposed to be called Merchant Key, but then the PC police came in and said that's a celebration of racism or something, so they had to change its name. I personally, I think it's just people hijack stuff so they can make money out of it. Lawyers and shit like that get involved, but I understand now why I haven't been to Broadmead for this. On the galleries was right, that Burger King for so long. There's like one game store in and it's a game, ironically, in the galleries, and there's fuck all in it, and that's it. There's no other game stores in it. In fact, there's nothing in the galleries anymore, which pisses me off about why it was so expensive to park, but we'll get to that. There's physically nothing in there. So then I had a quick look around the actual shopping centre in Cabbot Circus, and there's pistol in there anyway, and it's really, really expensive. I mean, like, shit your pants expensive just looking in the window. So why they're charging £8 for 2 hours is beyond me, the parking, because the parking just down the road by the same car park from NCP, which literally just about 500 yards away, is like £2.40 for 2 hours. Just because this place, and it's a shit-over car park, is that much closer to, a shopping centre that has nothing, gives you the right to charge £4 an hour parking. And they wonder why, like the city centre places are dying, or business, going to like, more locally, and the proper out of town places that have free parking. It really is a no-brainer. Anyway, sorry about that. Before I went though, I did pop in my local Pink Planet, or one of my local Pink Planets, and I picked up some Wii games. I'm loving my Wii at the moment right now, particularly playing it on my Wii U, because it just makes everything look so shiny and fantastic. So you can expect a lot more Wii gameplays. Plus, as I've always said, the Wii is still one of my favourite consoles. Now, I had this a while ago, back in the day, Wii that old, Tenchu Shadow Assassins, and I remember thinking it was probably the best Tenchu game in a long bloody time, because nothing tops the original PlayStation 1. That was absolutely fantastic. But I remember it being balls horrifically hard, but I do remember it looking absolutely stunning for the Wii. It's nice and complete and in sexy condition, but it was $2.99. And I thought, it's a different sort of game. There's not that many stealth games, and the ones that are crap on the Wii, so I thought I'll have that for £3. This is an interesting one. Once again, if these prices are expensive, I don't know. I was particularly happy to pay for them. This was a Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, and from what I can tell, and this is why I bought it, Toon versus Toon, and obviously you've got the classic controller and the GameCube pad, which bodes well. As far as I can tell then, it's a fighting game with a Cartoon Network lineup. Is it crap? I don't know. You would have thought they wouldn't waste all that money on licensing the Cartoon Network characters and making a shit game. So you can play as Johnny Bravo, Ben 10, the Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, that's freaking excellent, Chowder, Flapjack, Codenaming Kids Next Door, and Billy and Mandy. Well, it's not the greatest of lineups, there's no manual, but yeah, I mean, maybe it is a reasonably, I don't know, well, not sought after title, but for a game that has no manual and you're charging $4.99 means, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be not a complete bucket of shit. By the way, random tangent, when did Burger King stop doing the really nice crispy fries? Their fries were like McDonald's fries, and I don't like McDonald's fries, I like Burger King crispy fries. Never mind, random tangent over. Then I went for, I picked up this, because I can't remember if this was the game, but I'm really enjoying my driving games, and I was quite surprised at Hot Pursuit on the Wii being, very, very good. So I saw this, and it was Need for Speed Nitro, Best of E3, according to IGN, so maybe that bodes well. Looking at the viewfinder again, which you'd think I wouldn't do because the bloody lights there. Fight to the finish, fully customize your car with the Wii remote. You can play it with the pads though as well. Drift and boost to avoid the cops, own the world at 200 mph. So it sounds quite impressive. I can see on the back that it's 4-player split screen, which also, looks cool beans. Choose 30 classics, modern real world cars, tear through 5 cities around the globe. Sounds promising. As always, people, if these games are crap, let me find out for myself. Complete. Pricey? I don't know. I'm guessing that the Need for Speed games in sort of mainstream chains like Pink Planet probably will hold their price, so that's where it's $6.99. Right, then I popped into Cash Converters, I didn't film these places because they were absolutely loaded with staff, and I stand out like a sore thumb, and I don't want to piss in my chips and where am I welcomed in these places, because they always do me a solid. First one I got in there was Monster 4x4 World Circuit on the Wii. Again, I knew nothing about this. Obviously it's an off-road racer. I got 4-player split screen, and it's made by Ubisoft, so not necessarily a massive stamp of approval, but I'm totally loving. I didn't realise there were so many driving games, and to talk, on the Wii. I always thought it was completely devoid of them, but takes trips into these places to find them, well, to expand your mind, if you will. That was $2.99. Again, good, bad, I'm the guy with a gun. This one could be absolutely terrible, and it's motion controls, which I should, I'm going to give away what it is. I should give it a fair crack at the whip, because Skate It on the Wii has motion controls, and that's one of my favourite skating games. Well, no, it is my favourite skating game. I thoroughly recommend you get that game. Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Now, was it this or was it Tony Hawk's 8? I get confused because I jumped ship to skate. So is this the first one on the Wii? What date is it? I can't, because there's a bloody great sticker over the date. It was $1.99. Every skater has a story, create yours. Build your own unique skill set from various skating styles. Take control of your skating using the remote and nunchuck. This realistically is the first game, isn't it, on the Wii, in which case I got a nagging feeling it's not very good. No, it's 2007. I'm sure there was not a launch game. Well, I don't know, because I didn't buy my Wii until 2007, but yeah, $1.99. Quite looking forward to that. It might be a bucket full of shit. As I said, the standard has been set by Skate It, but again, there's very few skating games on the Wii, and I was gutted that we didn't get a Skate It sequel. The last game I got there, I don't know why, just because I fancied playing something a little bit different, and I don't know, is it kind of Crash Bandicoot-y? It might be rubbish, but it looks right on the back. I bought SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, not just because I fancy playing something a little bit different, but it's got the greatest box art I've ever seen in the world. SpongeBob is absolutely badass. What did it say? The evil... I can't read it because, again, there's a bloody great sticker on the back, but it looks kind of Crash Bandicoot-y, so that's a real phrase, Crash Bandicoot-y. So I thought, I'll give that a pop. The next two are DVDs, because all DVDs, seriously people, cash converters, don't bother going anywhere else, because, they're 50p, all DVDs are 50p now. Obviously not box sets. I bought Ali G in the USA, which was his, Ali G shows that he did in the USA. I personally still recall the English one being better, although I did like the fact that, Borat and Bruno are in this. Plus, it's been a while since I've watched them. He's changed direction quite a bit, but let's be honest, Ali G is still one of his solid characters. It's a shame that he's never even revisited him for, a charity skit or something on Comic Relief, or, but yeah, he's aged, but I still got a soft spot for Ali G. I should have looked, damn it, to see if they had Ali G in the house, the movie, because that was brilliant. And then I bought Thor. I've seen Thor, just fancied seeing it again, and that was 50p, as was Ali G in the house, and you can't go wrong with them apples, can you? Now to CEX. Yeah, you saw me rant about it, but it's not that the customer service is bad, it's the thinking behind the customer service. As I said, excellent selection of games. Some of them amazed me. Was Xenoblade on the Wii? Because obviously when I edited that footage, I had it in a tiny little window. Was that something like $34.99? I mean, is it worth that? I don't know. And maybe I'll do a search on it and see, but I just thought that was bloody, pricey. Considering some of the games in there are absolute, really, well, I consider them well priced and a bargain, unless apparently they're crap. But yeah, great selection. Wii games, PlayStation games, obviously got the new systems, Bone and PS4. But yeah, they had GameCube games, which was brilliant. PSP, DS, 3DS. You name it, they had it, and like I said, it was worth going in there because it did have a massive array. But like I said, it just takes so fucking long. They got like 5 people behind the counter, mind, and there were no lines whatsoever. But it just takes so long because it's literally the A section for every game in there. It's like that. It's not like it's broken down into smaller subsections like everyone else does who runs a second-hand game store. Which I recall was the last time was the reason the last time I was there that I thought I can't be asked to go there anymore. This is hours of my life I'm losing. Life I'm losing that I'm never going to get back. But yeah, I'm quite surprised. I'm on a, those who've been watching my channel will know I'm on a massive Burnout kick, and I'm trying to cover as many of the Burnout games as I can. And every time I play a new one, someone in the comments section tells me of another one to give a try to. So I saw, because I've heard it's been, you know, by people who've recommended it in my my comment section, that it's a really good version. Or part of the franchise, and that's Burnout: The Revenge. Burnout, what can I say? Well, you all know what Burnout is. Fold the CEX. Fold the manual back before you put it in the case. It's a no-brainer. Ooh, disc is a bit funky. Yeah, so it was £8, good, bad, don't know. But all I know is it's a Burnout game. Its pedigree is pretty solid. This one, I knew it was on the 360 from, you know, the movie a few years ago. More than a few years ago now. I didn't know it was on the Wii. Is it good? Again, I don't know anything about it, so don't spoil it. But Captain America, £4. So probably not, because of how cheap it is, based on the fact that some of the Wii games in there were, you know, expensive. But then, you know, the fact that something's rare or in demand is not necessarily a sign of its quality. But I thought, just because it's Captain America, and I freaking love Captain America, and I get super psyched for Civil War. So I thought, yeah, I'll give that a go. And the final game I bought in there, which I've bought before, so I've got a spare cover for it, but it was absolutely wanked, and I gave it back to Cash Converters, and they tried to re-clean the disc, and it failed. That's something else, as you saw my mini rant about CEX, which is basically to go, ooh, that disc looks a bit shit, and then, you know, skim it or whatever when the person is paying for it. That's the wrong sequence of doing something before you put it on the shelf. That reeks of half-assed laziness. But yeah, Star Fox Adventures. So obviously at this point they got the branding Star Fox back, didn't they? Because some game on the Spectrum Commodore way back in the day nicked it. Now I know this is it done by a different team, but there's on the floor sections, which apparently are what lets it down tenor, and there's no manual mind, fucking hell. But I've never played it, and obviously I'm really fond of the GameCube, and graphically it's got the potential to be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I thought I'll give it a pop for a tenner. That said, I assume there was a manual, but you know. So all in all, you know, considering this really will be last for a while, I'm quite pleased with what I got. Keep me going when I'm housebound. But yeah, CEX, you really need to do something about how you catalogue your games. And £8 for 2 hours when they're the same brand of car park, like 500 yards away, because it's not bang in the centre, charges £2.40 for 2 hours. That's just unbelievable, especially when there's like fuck all down in the centre now to justify paying that much money to park. The only cool thing was the car park's over the road from where I saw Back to the Future when I was a kid, Ghostbusters, and what was the other one? Teen Wolf. It's not a cinema anymore, but yeah, just a bit of nostalgia when I was there. Anyway, pickups in the wild. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.